What is good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Bay. Today we are going to make chili verde. Okay, what we got next, mama?
What we're going to do is we're going to roast our veggies for it. So I have the pan ready.
So what kind of meat we making? What kind of protein?
Chicken, because,
the
like
really
pork,
good way is
but
going to be with the pork, but
we making what we got. We're going to do chicken, because that's what we have, and chicken's just as good. Well, it's good. Not as good, but it's good.
it's the healthier way to go.
Healthier. Some people don't eat pork anyway. So
Exactly.
I've washed all my veggies. I'm going to use 3 jalapenos, which I already cut in half, took the seeds out. Helps prevent them from being too spicy. So if you don't want it spicy, take the seeds and the membrane out. If you want it spicy, leave it in. I'm just going to cut, this is a yellow onion. So I'm just going to cut it into quarters, because I'm going to throw it in the blender after it's roasted. So we're going to cut it in quarters, throw it in. Got the 3 jalapenos, we'll throw those in. And I have the oven preheating to 425 because you want it to get nice and charred. So you want to do it at a high heat. I also have 4 garlic cloves that I'm going to be using. These I like to just kind of give it a little crush. Throw it in. That wasn't good.
So mind you, we've been making a lot. We've been eating a lot of food lately because we've been under that lockdown. So this is just another fat people thing we want to eat.
There's about
9.
There's 9. But if you were going to use big ones, probably about 6. I don't know. There were small ones. Store didn't really have a lot. So these are tomatillos. I'm just going to cut them in quarters too.
You can get it from any store?
Yeah, any store. Might be hard right now with the quarantine, but try your local meat markets. Usually they have a bigger selection.
I love some Mexican food.
It's the best.
It really is. What? I mean, you already know I love Indian food, but Mexican's up there too with me.
I mean, we live in California, so
yeah,
it's the best Mexican food.
Mind you, we've been off for a little while, so we haven't really been putting out videos the way we should, but we about to be back on it. So
yeah,
y'all get ready, since we might be out of a job. So this might be our only job.
Well, I'm for sure probably not going back to work for another 9 days plus,
Yeah.
so that gives us lots of time to make more videos.
Too
I like
much
the skin
time together.
up so that the skin gets crusty,
Yeah,
charred.
adds more flavor. More flavor.
You know, we like that flavor.
Flavor.
I also like to drizzle mine with a little olive oil or whatever oil you like, vegetable oil, whatever oil you have, it don't matter. Just sprinkle some on there. I also put pepper, just because I feel like it gives it actual flavor on the veggies. Some people just roast them. To me, I like to put a little pepper and garlic salt. So there's pepper, and I like garlic salt better than regular salt, so I always use it. So your veggies should look like this. Place them in the oven. We're going to put them in for about 30 minutes and check on them and see how they look. And then we'll come back.
What's the heat going to be on?
425.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll be back. So what's next, mama?
We are going to season the chicken and let it set probably 30 minutes to an hour so that the flavor can really soak into the meat. So we're going to start with cumin. And mind you guys, I never measure. So if I had to guess, maybe 3 tablespoons. I'm going to open the top and I'm just going to go in. Then we're going to also use some onion powder. Same thing, probably about the same amount. I'm just going to go over the top. We're going to also use some garlic powder. Just go over the top. And then some black pepper. I like a lot, so I'm just going to keep going.
Churn, baby, churn.
Save those muscles.
No more of that.
No more. So I'm going to start off like that. I'm also going to put a little bit of salt. Not a lot. You don't need a lot. It's going to have a lot of flavor in the sauce. So probably about, got pepper on me, about a little more than
Teaspoon.
a teaspoon, like a teaspoon and a half. And then I'm gonna mix. Make sure everything is well coated and combined. Probably I'm gonna add some more pepper. I'll know by looking at it. If it feels a little dry, you can add a little water. But I wouldn't add oil because this is, oh man, I forgot to cut one. So
you fire.
We'll go ahead and cut that one. But what we have here is about 4 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs that we're going to be using. I will go back and cut this one, guys.
God damn it.
I know, it was a little snuck in there on the bottom.
Who snuck that meat?
So I'm put some more black pepper on here.
And then what's next after this?
I'm just going to let it marinate. So I'm going to let it sit for a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so. 30 to 40 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just let it sit so the flavors can get in. So it should look like this once it's all well combined. So we're going to let it sit, and then we're going to come back and cook the chicken.
What's next, mama?
So this is how they should look when they come out. We roasted them probably for about 45 minutes. They should be nice and toasted. What I'm going to do now, they have cooled. I did wait. I'm going to put them into the blender. I'm also going to do a 1/4 cup of water just to help the blending, and a generous handful of some fresh cilantro. It's been washed. And we're going to blend this, and we're going to set this aside because we're going to cook the chicken next. And when the chicken is basically almost done, we're going to pour this over. But I wanted to blend this first so that it's ready and show you what it looks like. So blend it until it's well combined. It should look like this.
Oh.
It smells really good. I wish you could smell it.
Smells really good.
So we're gonna brown the chicken, and then we're gonna put this on there. Probably have to add a little water too, and then yeah, we'll come back. All right. So the next step is gonna be to brown the chicken. So I got my pan nice and hot, and I'm gonna put the chicken in the pan. Sometimes when it's in the pan, I do like to add a little more seasoning, so I'm going to go in and do that now. I'm going to add a little more onion powder, a little more garlic powder, a little more pepper, and a little bit more cumin.
Is it coming out?
Yeah, it's just like hard to see with the light. See? Look.
I don't really see too much coming out.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna brown this. And once it's nice and brown, we're gonna show you what it looks like. All right, so the chicken is almost done, but it's cooked through. So we're gonna add the sauce in. It's probably gonna be a little thick, so I also have some water to add in. I also like to add some chicken bouillon to it too. So I'm gonna add right now about a cup of water. Then I'm gonna stir it and see the consistency. So this is about the consistency that I want. I don't want it to be too thin and too watery. It's also gonna thicken up as you let it cook, because I'm gonna let this simmer too, probably for like another hour. So this is a good consistency for that. So I also have my chicken bouillon. I'm using the Goya one. You can use whatever bouillon you like. You don't need a lot. One should do the trick. Maybe two, depending on
Pot size.
taste buds, pot size.
Taste buds if you want to die earlier.
But one should be enough. I usually just use one. So it should look like this.
Let it sit for how long?
I'm gonna let it simmer on like a medium, like a little bit, maybe like a lowish medium heat for about an hour. And that's just to really let those flavors develop to get that chicken nice and tender, fall off the bone. Well, there's no bone, but you know.
I know what you mean.
That nice little buttery chicken taste.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let that simmer, and then we're gonna make tacos with it. So we'll show you our tacos when they're done. All right, so this is the finished product. You don't really need to see us make tacos, and you all know how to make them, but this is how it should look. It looks nice and creamy and thick. It's not watery.
And with the tacos, we keep it plain. All we do is add a little bit of queso and some sour cream. That's how I like it. I mean, keep it short and simple.
I like to add a little cilantro on mine too.
Yeah, cilantro.
Some onions, and that's it. Like, real simple. Just keep your tortilla.
Me, myself, I think it's so good. I could just eat it with just like a bowl of rice and like the meat itself. It's like amazing.
Yeah, you can just cook some rice, and then you can
how to do
tortillas and just put it inside and make a little taco that way too.
And that's it. That's all we got. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Comment. Let us know what else you want us to make, and then stay tuned. We're on that Corona lockdown, so we got plenty of time.
Yes, help us get to 100 subscribers. We might do a giveaway if we get to 100.
Oh, a giveaway? Oh, we ain't got that. Oh, okay.
We could give something away. I don't know what. Something.
We need a job. Give us something.
Something. Just help us get there. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your friends.
Tell a friend. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.